Oh, I didn't like the fact that I hadn't acknowledged your recording of said event.
Yes.
So it was like, do that first or else.
Yeah.
Testing, testing. Y'all hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
There you go.
There you are. You were using your protector.
It's privacy.
I mean, to be fair, since you've been sleeping for 2 weeks and haven't been on, Dustin.
It's a fair point. I haven't been sleeping for 2 weeks. That's been the problem.
But I've been I was using different headphones. I had my over the years. So now that I switched back to my AirPods, I had to fiddle with it with the settings before I jump in.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Real Talk with ZTS, where we, as brothers, search for ways to share our voices while having a good time just talking, having those real talk conversations, our shared experiences, and reacting to random topics and articles. As we always say, we all have something to share, and we look forward to sharing and building that community of stories that we can all relate to. Now enjoy the episode.
But anyways, man, how was your paper? Good to see you.
It was very long. Yeah, good to see you guys too.
Yeah. A plus.
I don't know.
4.0.
I don't know. I'm at that stage in life where it's like I got so much out of this that it's like, oh, you got a C, which that won't happen. But it's like if it did be like, oh, okay, well, I still got a lot out of it, so that's cool. Like,
I mean,
I should have. I probably should have like audited the course before jumping right back in.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But I mean, like, what is it? Like, I'm 10, 12 years removed now from college. And as we all know, unless you're in a specific profession like medical, I'll just keep it at that. Because I wasn't going to speak for a law degree or engineering, but specifically for medical, you had to ace your exams because it's like the difference between knowing what you're studying and somebody's life on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Where that's why I was like, I had to pause because I was like, is lawyer engineering same thing? I was like, nah, not really.
I mean, I was going to say the bar exam is pretty crazy.
And like, you could be a real shitty attorney and like send people to prison for their entire lives.
Yeah, but you're still like licensed though. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, yeah, I don't know. Same shit, I guess.
I think the problem is that because we have such a low opinion of attorneys that we just kind of expect that, like, oh,
yeah. Well, like I was gonna say though, outside of the example of like a medical student, we all know as students, you don't really need an ace. An A on a paper from your one course isn't going to translate to like your work or your real life success.
Oh yeah. For me, like this course, even though like I was not failing at it or anything, but it was just like, the learning curve for me being, like you said, being removed for so long, it was like, oh, okay, now I understand what you mean. It just took, things took me a little longer, but whatever.
Well, you said it best too. I mean, for those, for our audience members who are starting college, if we have any,
never know. Never know.
Yeah, never know. But like just like you said earlier, Dustin, as long as you grasp the concept and you got what you wanted out of the course, a grade doesn't really matter, especially in the real world. Again, unless you're a medical student, please don't take our advice if you're a medical student. You need to ace that shit because, you need to save some lives. But for like everything else, you don't really need to ace it unless and it doesn't really translate generally to real life success.
The nice part is, I think, based on like the way it's set up, I think I could still do pretty bad on the final, like worse than like it'd be like bad, like, hey, you truly did not understand this.
Yeah.
And I could still get like a B.
Yeah.
Based on like everything else I've done. And
Yeah.
what I'm hoping for, it's like, oh, you have an A minus because, I don't think you got there fully, but I can see that you got there,
Yeah.
like I'd rather it come out that way, of course. But if it
Right.
came out like, hey, you went a long way, but you're still not there, so you get like a B, you're
Right.
like, cool. Like, like
I,
luckily I'm at that point in life where I could be like, yeah, that works,
dude, a
like
B is solid.
and like trying to manage, like 90 other thousand different things, like cool.
That just reminded me of something. This is not one of our articles we're reacting to, but your B plus just reminded me of this. I saw it on Instagram, and we all know as millennials, question everything you see on the internet. So, even with AI nowadays, you still got to question everything. But I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a post maybe a couple months ago. It wasn't an article, so that's why I'm not sharing it. But it just reminded me of what you said, Dustin. Apparently on Instagram there was a parent, and they have like you know K-12 student, maybe a fourth grade or something, and they were sharing the new grade scale for kids today in public school. And I think it was something like ridiculously pro student, meaning like an F is no longer like what was it when we were in grade school, like 50% and lower is an F.
Yeah, they
I
essentially
think,
got rid of like F's and D's or
yeah,
something. Yeah,
or yeah, essentially they got rid of it, and so like a C now or a B is like 65 to 90 is a B. Like they
right.
increased the range, and it's like,
That's what it was. Yeah.
yes, okay, so you guys saw that too. Now I don't know if it was real. Again, don't trust everything you see on the internet. I just saw it on Instagram. I didn't fact check it, but I was like, with the way the world's going, I wouldn't be surprised if that's an actual real scale.
I'm pretty sure that has happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I don't want to name any schools on here to publicly put them on blast, but I mean, when I was in high school, we found report cards in one of the other high schools we were playing, and like someone had left their report cards out there, and we were looking at it, and holy shit, like the percentages that they showed in those classes, versus what their grade was, we were like,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell? Did they really like lower the standard of it just so that they could play sports? I mean, that's how
Yeah.
bad it was, right? Because
Yeah.
it was like, there's no fucking way that this guy has a 57% in this class and has a
Mm-hmm.
C plus. What?
Right.
Like, what the hell is this? Our coach would kick us off the fucking team.
That school was way ahead of its times.
Yeah.
This isn't
and
new
I,
though.
They were like 20 years from now, a C minus is going to be a 50%. So we're just ahead of the times.
It's crazy. I mean, and that's the thing. Like for the listeners that actually know like a little bit of background on us and where I went to high school and all that stuff, there's not too many high schools in that league. So you could probably, by a process of elimination, looking at the schools in that league, kind of figure out which school, or at least narrow it down to two. So fun times. Crazy.
Oh, okay. I just Googled it real quick. New kids grading scale. Actually, it's in California. It was now it's not fact checked, but it did appear first on an episode of Dr. Phil. And check this out. For an A, there's no longer minuses or pluses, just straight up one letter grade. So for an A is 84% to 100% is an A now.
Say it again.
Say that one more time.
84%.
Yeah, 84% to 100 is an A.
Wow.
It's dude, and then like you think that, yeah. So the ranges is pretty much between 20 some percent. A B, dude, is 64. All right, let me just read the whole thing. This is getting ridiculous. Check this out. A B is 64% to 84%. It gets worse. A C is 44% to 64%. A D is 24 to 44. And then an F is 0 to 24. So F is still on the scale.
I mean,
you remember when we would take like fucking pop quizzes. I hate pop quizzes. And it was like out of 9, but like the pop quizzes, depending on the class you're in high school, the pop quiz weighed heavily in your curriculum. So like even if like let's say you got 3 out of 9 correct, that's like an F, fat ass F. But now you can get 2 out of 9 on an exam. And what is that? What's 2 out of 9? 2 divided by 9 equals what? Oh, okay. You still got
still an F. I was going to say that's less than 20%, or no, it's just over 20%.
Yeah. You still got an F.
I thought you were just being facetious. I was like, I know.
I was trying to be. I was trying to be, and then I realized since I
miscalculated.
Since I put actual hard numbers in there, that I kind of fucked up my point. But you guys get what I'm trying to say.
No, I get stumped by 2 plus 2. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you, man.
Dude, I do.
We meet on Wednesdays.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. Okay, so I mean, I'm not gonna dive deeper into if it's really or not, but it was shown on Dr. Phil, so I guess it must mean something. But anyways, it's good to have us three, the big 3, back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler is Dustin won't get this reference at all. But I said the big 3 is Dustin, the Drake in our trio right now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
I mean, do
you know
based on what I know, I'm happy with that. Of Drake.
You got the money for sure, but Drake is
doesn't he have like the doesn't he have like a big old swinging hog on him? Isn't that his thing? Yeah.
You can have that too.
Okay.
And the money. However, in terms of your prestige as an artist, he is getting railroaded by everyone. So I don't know if you heard, but
I haven't. No.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar
there's a beef.
are in a rap.
Yes.
Yeah, rap.
Yes, I've heard.
It's less of a beef. It's not like a Tupac Biggie beef where you can expect someone to die out of this. It's more of like
evolved.
Like a not evolved, but like a skill battle. Like so they're rap dissing pretty hard, and Kendrick Lamar demolished Drake. And Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if you listen to him. He's from LA as well. He's touted as like the new generation Drake, not Drake, new generation Tupac. And you're from California, so you obviously know who Tupac is. And Kendrick Lamar is very, very good poetic rap. Like he's very good. And also, fun fact for you, Dustin, since you don't listen to rap, Kendrick Lamar actually won a Pulitzer Prize as a rapper. So that's how skilled he is. But anyways, he did a little fun track. He was featured on a track, someone else's an artist song, and for some reason he just decided to diss Drake on it. We don't know the backstory, and then so Drake came out hot. Usually Drake is just giving you a little context. Dustin, since you don't listen to rap,
it was a whole
thing.
This actually got started with J. Cole.
Was it? Oh yeah.
J. Cole dropped a little verse, and then Kendrick came back.
No, okay, I get it now. So Dustin, so J. Cole's another big 3 rapper. In his verse, he wasn't. He's a soulful rapper as well. He's like very poetic, so he's not someone who would diss anybody. And I don't think that was his intention. But he had a song that came out a couple of years ago that he said, "Who's the big 3? Is it me? Is it Drake? Is it Kenny? Kenny is Kendrick Lamar's, nickname, short for Kendrick Lamar." So, and then years later, Kendrick Lamar in this song that started this beef right now with Drake, he basically said, "Fuck the big three. It's only big me," pretty much. And then Drake is usually pretty good at clapbacking at a lot of people who's trying to diss him. So he came out hot with a good song that diss Kendrick Lamar and a bunch of other people. And people thought he won. They were like, because Kendrick Lamar didn't release anything for a while. A week later, Kendrick Lamar drops a 6-7 minute song that dissed him. And dude, even if you're not into rap, Dustin, just go on your streaming. Do you use Spotify or what do you do?
I use Apple.
Oh, you use Apple? So you know Apple has what do you call it? The lyrics, right? Mm-hmm. So even if you don't listen to rap, just listen to Kendrick's song Euphoria. It's like a 7-minute rap song. But just follow his lyrics and you'll even get some of the references. He demolished Drake. So then Kendrick was like winning. And then Drake came out with another reply, and everyone was like, "Oh, okay, that was pretty good too." So imagine two of the best rappers in the game right now with just showing their wits on these songs. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing to watch. And dude, here's why it's crazy and why we're calling you the Drake. So Drake was pretty hot shot.
It's not the other thing.
Yeah, besides the other thing.
But yeah.
But Drake comes out and he comes out with his second song to respond to Kendrick Lamar. Killed it. He did really good. And then everyone thought he was like patting him on the back. You're like, damn, you actually beat Kendrick Lamar. Dude, people were literally, it was going viral. People were celebrating the lyrics of Drake's comeback. But not even, dude, I'm not exaggerating. Not even less than an hour later, Kendrick responds with another song to that, demolishes Drake again and his family. Like, he started talking about his kids, his family.
Oh,
and
no.
Then on top
he
of that,
literally was just like, how he started the song was like he called out Drake's son and was like, "I'm sorry, that's your dad." Kind of basically is what he said.
I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, he went in, dude.
And then, dude, like you got to understand the context. Drake had a reply. So this is the third song by now, right? First was Drake, who had the big diss. Kendrick responded with a 7-minute song. Then Drake came back with another great hit to come back. And everyone thought Drake was going to win with that one. And Kendrick, literally, dude, in the same day, not even an hour after Drake posted that reply, Kendrick already had hits. And I'm going to tell you right now, like, you're probably like, "Oh, he had that pre-recorded ready to go." No, dude, however he did it. Now the only reasonable explanation is that him and Drake are in cahoots, doing this for fun
to me.
Because the reason why I'm saying that, when Kendrick literally dropped his response, literally less than an hour after Drake did, people were like, at first, were like, okay, maybe he pre-recorded something else. No, in that release, he still addressed things that Drake said in that other response.
They're just bumping each other up.
Yeah. So
PR.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like a major PR thing right now. But anyway,
PR though, it kind of just like, I mean, he called Drake a pedophile. To be,
dude, it's
kind of rude.
I was like, yes.
Dude, one of my favorite lines, dude. Let me look this up. As a musician, Dustin, you're gonna appreciate this line that Kendrick Lamar said to Drake. Hold on, give me a second. What is it? It was in Meet the Grams. Lyrics. Let me see. Hold on. I think you know what I'm talking about, Tyler. Hold on. I think you're gonna appreciate this shit. It's talking about. So basically, in this song, he's basically calling Drake a pedophile.
Jeez.
Like, for example, Drake was like, Millie Bobby Brown, right? The actress from Stranger Things, the main actor.
Maybe
Stranger Things.
I've never watched it. Like, I've tried.
Okay,
I did like 2 minutes of it.
But she's of age now. But like, no, even she was like, maybe what, Tyler, were like 19. She's still like legal age. But Drake is like in his 30s, and he was trying to hit on her and stuff. So this whole
grooming people, bro.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is it?
But she was but she was, yeah, I get it. Still, like, I'm just going to use my power to get whatever I want.
Yeah. No, is it hold on. Stay right there. I need you to hear this line, Dustin.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just watch that video that I linked in chat, Dustin. It'll explain everything.
Dude, like even if you're not into rap, Dustin, this is such a crazy
well, because like even the video I posted in the chat, he was like, I'm not a big rap guy. I'm a nerd. I listen to video game OST soundtracks.
Who doesn't?
No, well, no, that's the video. I mean, he
Oh.
probably does. I don't know. I listen to video game soundtracks. I don't know. But no, I mean, it was just that's how the video kind of starts off. And he's like, and if you're here, you're probably white and nerdy and listen to video game soundtracks, but we're gonna break this down. So it's kind of funny just to hear it, and it actually explains it pretty well in terms of like a journalism standpoint. So Steven, you should watch it too, just as a kind of a
no, honestly, dude,
thing.
Just today I started oh, okay, found the song. Sorry, it was the wrong song. There's so many songs out right now.
Well, yeah, that's because like I mean Kendrick,
dude, Kendrick
released he released the one, and then like not like what an hour later he released a second song.
Yeah,
it was crazy. And then did you see the still image of the song?
No,
where it was Drake's mansion, like from an aerial.
Oh yeah. So this is a song,
and he put the little logos of like when you go on sex offender websites and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like the little dot with the red around it, and it's like a head.
Yeah,
it's saying like sex offender here, and it's like literally his entire house is just full of them. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, he did.
He went in, and I mean, even there's like Drake stands out there, like die by Drake that are like, we're gonna be honest, man.
Okay.
I think Kendrick's ahead just a little bit, and we're just like,
so Dustin,
these diehards are saying that even Drake's losing. I mean, anyways.
All right, so Dustin, how I read it, you gotta listen to it in the context of how he does it. It's really good when he like raps it. But I just want to read you the
name of the song.
The bar. It's called "Not Like Us." But you'll appreciate this as a musician because remember the context of this. He's calling Drake a pedophile, right? So he goes, it's the last 2 bars of the song. He goes, "Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor." He extends the minor. It's pretty cool how he does it in the song. But when you hear that, you're like, wow, like it's so creative because it's like double entendre. He's talking about like a musical note in A minor, but it's a double entendre because he's talking about Drake as a pedophile,
Bars.
I would recommend just listen to this song, Not Like Us. You're strictly listening to it and reading the lyrics because there was there's a lot of jokes and memes about white people jumping on trying to jump into this diss in terms of like analyzing it, and a lot of the white people are getting shunned right now because like for songs like Not Like Us, you'll have like a you people thing where they're like, oh, the lyrics are great, but the production's not so good, and then it's like that's not the point. He released this very quickly. It's like it's mixed very well, but it's not mastered. But then so the point is, to listen to the lyrics. So that's why I want to give you a heads up because it's a you people thing. You're going to be like, oh, I this production.
Well, I mean,
sucks,
the production does suck. You know what I mean? It's like just like
it's But anyways, I want to give you that heads
Where's
up.
your plugins?
Hey, but you know what? Kendrick's a man of the people, right? He didn't copyright strike anyone who like listened to it on stream or any of that stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Whereas Drake's team's like, no, fuck that. Give us some money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just
they don't.
funny stuff. Honestly, the best thing to come out of this, like J. Cole was just like, nah, I'm backing out of this, bro. Like,
yeah, J. Cole.
You remember J. Cole was like, hey, I just want to apologize to big homie. Like, I didn't mean anything. The OG, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People are like, J. Cole's a bitch. He's apologizing. He's backing out.
No,
and honestly,
he's
the way
like,
this is going back and forth, J. Cole, that was probably the smartest move you could have done, is just get out, because like all this stuff's hitting hard.
Sorry, I'm watching and listening to the lyrics as we're sitting here.
All right, well, let's move on to our articles that we're reacting to for the night. We kind of got off track. I did not expect us to give Dustin a lecture on hip hop and the current state of hip hop, but I think it was much needed.
I think honestly at this point, like, it doesn't matter who you are or what algorithm you have, like this is making its way into your algorithm.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I've heard it, but I've heard it mentioned about like through other people, but not through like an actual story on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, watch that video I posted then. It'll go through real quick.
Yeah.
You'll get the 411 real quick.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got a couple articles to share for the night. Just a few. Couple that I've been holding on for a while because I kept pushing it out because I was waiting for Dustin so we could react to it together. Nothing too crazy.
In 2015.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy like a Dune popcorn bucket. So don't get too excited, Dustin. But there's a couple crazy headlines I want to share with you guys. The first one is you guys know who I didn't recognize his name, but then his work is pretty famous. So this is a screenplay writer. His name is Aaron Sorkin. You guys familiar with who that is?
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, like Tyler, I don't think you know. But he was the one
as soon as he hears the name.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Aaron Sorkin's like not a small.
I know who Aaron Sorkin is.
I don't know who Aaron Sorkin is. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But anyways,
well, The West Wing.
For those who don't know,
who we're talking about?
like Jomar, Jero. Those who don't know, Aaron Sorkin wrote. Did he direct as well, or just wrote The Social Network?
Yeah,
I like how you went to The Social Network and not West.
What else did he do? I'm gonna look him up.
Well, in my opinion, like The West Wing wasn't all that great. And neither was the Newsroom.
I agree that it's not all that great, but
he also did A Few Good Men.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I feel like that's one of the more notable ones, only because, again, I don't think it's that great. But
he did Being the Ricardos. He did a lot of good stuff. Moneyball. Oh,
yeah,
I know that.
Sports Night. Steve Jobs. What didn't he do? Steve Jobs.
He did.
Yes,
I never saw that.
I never seen that. Is that the one with what's the punked guy?
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, is this the one with Ashton Kutcher, or is this the remake?
No,
it's with someone else. I'm looking it up now. Yeah, it's with someone else. Because there was one with Ashton Kutcher. But
I think Jeff Daniels was in this version.
Yeah,
he's not like Steve Jobs, but
yeah, some guy named Michael Fassbender. Oh, Seth Rogen is in this movie. Interesting. But anyways, yes, Aaron Sorkin. The reason why I brought up Social Network, so he's right now potentially writing a new screenplay for the sequel to the Social Network. However, you guys won't believe this. It's not Meta. He's not going to write a movie about Meta. He's instead saying that he's blaming Facebook for the storming of the Capitol on January 6th.
Yeah, I've heard this.
So the Social Network sequel is about the Capitol riots on January 6th. I don't know. Do you guys know his work a little bit more? Does this seem like something?
Oh yeah, this is spot on for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's deep. He's deep into the whole he's deeply political. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious. I mean, it's been a long while since I've seen The Social Network, but I remember it was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for a documentary on the crazy dude with the horns being locked up and the grandmas, and it's gonna be so much fun, Like, it just happened. We've like people are still going to prison. Like,
yeah, people are still in trial for it.
Yeah, it's not like people are like, oh, that happened and we didn't do anything about it. It's like,
right.
Oh no, like everybody that they can find is getting some sort of criminal, penalty being put on them. Which don't get me wrong, like you shove your way into a building that you're not supposed to be in, whatever, that's on you. But like,
right.
I just don't understand why he's got to spend money on telling us stuff we already know.
Just to make an action film out of it. Dustin, come on, man, brighten up. What if he's going to come out with a super cool popcorn bucket, that you can add to your collection?
And it's just like Trump's face.
Trump's face.
His mouth all open.
Oh my god.
Let's not go there.
Hey, you wanted me to brighten up.
Yeah. But no, so that was something. I don't know. We'll see how far that goes.
0 or 60 or 0 or 100.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we love
definitely gonna get the Trump face popcorn bucket.
Dude, you could build out a whole transformer out of that. You got the Dune bucket. You got Trump's bucket. What was the other one? The Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah. Well, see that, but going back to the big three, we all just use it at once. Yeah,
let's save that for the Patreon. Speaking of, here's another one that I just read recently. Actually, we're all fans of The Office, right? The show, The Office. Steve Carell.
I've so tried for Joe Mar. I have tried watching the Office so many times. This has been.
How far did you get, by the way? Like just realistically, how far did you get?
A couple of years ago, or I actually learned that like 4 years ago, he came over and like we started watching it, and I was like, yeah, and like he was explaining it to me, and it was like, yeah, these people are awful. It's funny, but like I could not get into it. I've tried like 2 episodes. I've tried.
Yeah, so the reason why I say that, I mean, it took me. When did The Office come out? Like 2010-ish. Or that's when it was popular, right? Because that's when Jomar was quoting all the that's what she said jokes. I didn't watch it until like 2019, 2020, I believe. And I'm not gonna lie. It is 2 things. One, it is probably my top 5 favorite series of all time. However, the pilot season, which is the first 4 episodes, maybe 6 episodes, it was hard to get into. Because like I don't know what it is. Maybe like the cast was just fishing each other out. Like you could tell there wasn't that much chemistry. It was funny, but it wasn't chemistry. But from season 2, dude, all the way to season 9, where it ended, what made it such a special show was the chemistry of all the characters and the actors and actresses. Not only was it funny, so like it was like a coked out Friends, cast type of deal.
I thought like Parks and Rec was funny.
Yeah, I didn't get into Parks. I
agree.
And Rec. People keep telling me
Parks and I didn't even find that to be that like, oh my gosh, I have to watch this.
Yeah,
but like if I have to, if someone says like, hey, we're gonna watch 2 episodes of this or that, I'm taking Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I would.
I still want to get into that.
I enjoy Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
or all 10 episodes of Band of Brothers. That's actually what I want to do.
Is that a comedy? Band of Brothers?
Band of Brothers? Comedy, no, that is it's a Tom Hanks, Spielberg.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
yeah, it's like the best damn thing ever. I could watch it.
You kind of took it far left. We were talking about comedies and
comedy. Oh, it's not a comedy. Oh, then fine. The John Mulaney stand up on Netflix is pretty funny.
Dude, we're talking about series here. Now you're talking about one stand-up. Dude, anyways, hey, real quick, hold on.
What other series are there?
Real quick, before you finish. Yeah. Did any of you guys watch the roast of Tom Brady on Netflix?
I've seen the like the clips.
Tyler, have you seen it?
No, I haven't had a chance to.
Dude, we started over the weekend. I just put it on the background because it's 3 hours long, by the way. But it is hilarious. It's probably one of the funniest roasts I have ever seen. And we had it on in the background, and we kind of had to stop what we were doing just to watch, like, especially when like some of the funniest people, like comedians, went up. We're like, okay, we have to listen to this guy or this girl, dude.
Kill Tony section is hilarious.
Yeah. No, dude, my favorite was from Andrew Schultz. He's one of my favorite comedians, and so his was hilarious. Nikki Glazer is one of my favorite comedians.
Oh, Nikki Glazer's part was hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
What was the joke she cracked about? Oh my gosh, The Rock and
she said she was making fun of Kevin Hart. She was making Kevin Hart.
Her last joke was like you just could not deny how funny of a joke it was.
Are you talking about the Kevin Hart and The Rock?
Yeah.
Joke? Oh yeah, she goes because she was making fun of how short Kevin Hart is. She was like Kevin Hart, you're a fucking 5'2", 150-pound guy. Well, 155 after The Rock finishes.
That's right. So, that's what it was. Oh my gosh, that was so. Dude. And like you're like, oh god, that is so funny.
Dude, her whole segment was hilarious.
I wonder if that was on the flyer. She's been holding on to that one for forever.
Well, I mean, like they're all friends. Like her and Kevin, all comedians are good friends. So like she probably wrote that one on the fly. I would say because Kevin Hart is a short guy.
Oh like, yeah, he's tiny.
He was very short. I didn't like compare because you got to remember, the majority of the people who were there were athletes as well, like football players. So they're already like 6 feet tall. So every time they were like standing next to Kevin Hart, he was like at their hip. Like he was
because some of those guys are like 7, 4'2". You're just like, what the hell?
The besides Kevin Hart though, the one guy that was catching so much strays was Rob Gronkowski, dude. He was catching so many strays from everybody. And he was just sitting there, and everyone would just like what the fuck? Every time someone pulled up like a or was starting a dumb joke, they would reference Rob Gronkowski, and he's just like, what the fuck? And dude, it was hilarious because by the time he went on stage, he was like near the end. You can tell that he didn't take any offense, obviously. Like he's a good-hearted guy, but you could tell like he used everyone's like stray on him as like fire, and so he was like fake pretending he was mad, and he was shooting all these jokes at everyone else. Like, no, you guys got to watch it. Surprisingly, it was probably one of my favorite roasts to watch. But anyways, going back to The Office, speaking of, a sequel. So, Peacock, NBC, they are currently not kind of making a sequel-ish. They're making a version 2 is what they call it of The Office, where it's similar style, mockumentary type style, but it's going to be a whole different cast. But it's going to be in a different city this time instead of Scranton. It's going to be in somewhere in the Midwest, and it's going to be about a newspaper publishing company and who's trying to revive their company. So, but here's the key. It's not a sequel, but you know how Marvel fucked everything up for a lot of people, like creating universes and shit. This is in the same universe as Steve Carell's Office and Scranton. So I don't know what that means. That might mean there might be like a cool mashup, special episode mashup down the road with some of the old characters of The Office. Who knows? But yeah, check that out when that comes out. I'll be pissed, Dustin, if you ended up liking that over the original Office.
I probably won't have time to watch it, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, cool. I got a few more. Check this out. This is I laughed when I read this one. It's kind of an amazing. It's like kind of like a wow type article, but it's also kind of funny. So American Airlines, they keep mistaking this 101-year-old woman for a baby every time she flies on her ticket. Apparently, it's a glitch in the system. Okay, well, a little backstory. Have you read this article?
No, but it's just so stupid. Just
so the flight attendants, they have a list of like special needs or like special people who are getting on the plane, right? Like, if there's a baby, there's a pet, right? They have a list. And so every time this 101-year-old lady is getting on a plane, she's listed as a baby by American Airlines. So when the flight attendants go check on the seat where this baby is supposed to be, they see this 100-year-old woman. And it's been happening for like a couple years. Apparently, there's a glitch in the system where the earliest year that someone can put their birth year in when they're putting their their information in is 1922. So anything beyond that, it automatically
that's so funny.
It automatically glitches if you're less than 1922. It glitches 100 years ahead of time. So it automatically put her age as 2022. But yeah,
I'm sure she appreciates, like, you don't look a day over 4 or whatever it is that they say. That's funny.
Like that should be a nice, sweet, short film. Like that would be such an adorable thing to watch. Disney should animate that shit. That is funny. Lawyer up. We always have good ideas. Lawyer up. We heard this. If Disney makes a shit, you heard it here first. All right, here's another one. So you guys play Roblox? Dustin, I mean, we told you about Roblox, right?
Yes, but I don't.
Yeah,
but no, I have not.
Yeah, your daughter's not of age yet. Where
we just got a Switch, and then we found out after we bought it that they're gonna like come out with a new coming out. Yeah, so now we feel kind of silly, but whatever.
Hey, you probably paid this one at full price when it could have been half off.
Yeah. No, we got a good deal. I don't know.
Yeah,
but deserves a Nintendo.
Yeah,
it's like Switch is fine.
Yeah, but Roblox
honestly, I'm okay with the regular Switch. I don't care about the OLED.
Yeah, no,
you don't really. Oh, is that what's coming out?
No,
it's like a newer version of the OLED. I think.
Oh,
bigger screen, brighter. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
No, you don't need a brighter.
Oh, so we're still getting like the same thing,
essentially. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to be like going back to an actual system.
I didn't read too much about it, but I thought it was gonna be a whole new system, like
it very well could be, but from what I've heard, I mean that might be like pushed out.
Here's the bullshit part. Now that we're adults and we can afford this shit, not unlike when we were kids, but when they always got the next iteration of the system, sometimes they didn't make the games backward compatible, right?
Yeah.
Like even though we're adults and we could afford this shit, it's like, what if I just want to play my old game but on the new system, right?
Okay, so it's a Switch 2, so it's not like.
So it is completely new.
It's the successor, but it's not like it's.
Got it. I see.
I mean, hopefully I have a Switch, Tyler knows. And one of my biggest gripes is that sometimes the controllers lag. It's just how it is. Hopefully they fix that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the controllers. It's a common issue. So if you have a controller that like stops working or like it pauses, starts kind of deal, or it doesn't connect anymore, that's a common issue. Like very common issue. Yeah. So. Which is bullshit. No matter if you buy like, I'm not even talking about like you buying like, the Chinese version from Amazon replacement controller. Even the legit Nintendo Switch one glitches out. And I don't think they even patched it or fixed it or whatever. So
didn't bother to even.
Yeah.
It was probably like, no, you got to replace them all.
Yeah, because each official like Nintendo Switch controller is like what, $70? Where like
really?
Yeah, where like you can buy.
You get 2.
Yeah, but like
I mean, because if you're playing with it on on the console, like handheld, it's obviously just part of it. But
you
can technically play as 2, like on a mini controller.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh, that's the one we got. $70. Was that OLED one?
Oh, you bought the OLED one?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was at Costco, so we got like a good deal that came with the game.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say
like that package.
Yeah, if you buy it at Costco, I mean that's you can't really pass up those deals. Those are good deals.
And if you get pissed at if you got a lemon controller and it keeps glitching, you can always return that shit at Costco because they got good return policy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Costco's return policies.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean,
first thing my wife said was, "Should we return it and wait for the new one?" And I was like, "No, just it's fine.
Play it.
Just play it. It's
play it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize like there were so many different kinds. In fact, I didn't realize that the Switch had completely replaced like console altogether until like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
What was the last? GameCube was the last.
Was that the last one?
Or was it the Wii?
No, it was the Wii. The Wii.
Oh,
U.
Wii. That's right.
The Wii U.
And I barely got to play that.
Right.
Barely.
I love the Wii.
Wasn't the Wii U? That was the last.
I didn't know. The Wii was different. The Wii was pretty cool. Like
college, and I just didn't have.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the Wii. I'll be completely honest.
I think everyone did.
Wrong. I loved Wii Sports, but like when I think of like playability, like sure, if someone brings out the Wii, I'm like, oh nice, cool, Wii. But like I always went back to my GameCube for like Smash Bros and stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean?
64 and
I'm not a fan of Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan of like versus fighting games, so
that's fair.
That's just me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was definitely a GameCube and an N64 guy. We had a Wii, but then the Wii U came out. It was supposed to be the successor of the Wii, and it was kind of a flop.
What was it?
It was just another version of the Wii.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
It was like it was it was the Wii, but they like introduced the handheld portion of it, so it was like the transitional piece to essentially the Switch. The Wii U was a very awkward, like, hitting puberty years, kind of, from the graduation from the Wii to the Switch. I was gonna say, I don't think many people bought the Wii U.
Yeah.
Because like we would always get the latest consoles. Like my grandpa always spoiled us in that way.
Nice.
But yeah, we no pun intended with all the Wii use, but we definitely switched. Jesus Christ, the puns. We definitely skipped the Wii U. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm looking it up on there. So I honestly don't think I ever was aware of the Wii U.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Dude, what the hell is this? Actually, that was not what I expected to see when I Googled it.
Yeah, if we went to
it's almost like a
bachelor party was in Oregon. Was that Gerald's?
I didn't go to his bachelor party. I think I missed that one.
Oh, okay. Well, it was in.
Dude, this is like the precursor to the Switch.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I didn't
hear that either. Yeah,
I didn't hear that either. Yeah.
What I said, honestly, it was a transitional piece from the Wii to the Switch.
Yeah, but I was thinking a little more metaphorically.
No,
yeah, me too.
No. This was quite literally like, this is why I said this is the awkward puberty stage of trying to become the Switch. Like it literally is like they took something from like Sega, and that's what it looks like. Honestly, it's like a Sega.
It looks controller. Like a Sega. Yeah.
It looks like a Sega controller.
It looks like a. You know when you give kids those toddlers those like
like baby... my daughter's cell phone.
Yeah, the
leapfrog.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Press 9 to dial. Press the read button to make
anyways,
a call.
before we get sidetracked though, what I was trying to say about Roblox.
Before I was gonna say what we got sidetracked.
We got sidetracked.
Can you tell me? Did you get Bluey the video game at least?
No.
She hasn't played it yet, and by that I mean I haven't been able to play it yet.
Got it.
Yeah,
but you got it.
We did.
Okay, cool.
So we bought
let me get back on track.
The Princess Peach box set thing. Hey, I'm coming in. I'm being vulnerable here. I'm coming into your realm.
Yeah, let him come in. Let us experience him. His excitement. He's talking about.
I'm excited to share something.
Don't scare me away. Don't scare me away.
Share something too.
I'm coming.
He's talking about
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
You should play the Bluey game, Steven.
Oh, yeah.
We should bond and play the Bluey game together.
We could. I think. Is it multiplayer?
I have no idea. I haven't.
Is it on the Switch
yet?
It's on the Switch.
It's the thing I got now.
All right. Okay.
Although I do have like all the other systems like in the garage somewhere, just kind of collecting dust.
Dude, Tyler. Now that he has a Switch, we should get him on What's my favorite game that I always talk so much shit in?
What, Overcooked?
No, that one too. But no,
Overcooked 2? Moving Out?
No, the
Oh,
car,
Rocket League. Oh.
Rocket League.
I was like, which game, man?
Yeah, that's true. I talk shit in all the games, but Rocket League gets me heated. Rocket League, Dustin, it's a free game. You can download it right now for free, and you never have to pay for it unless you're paying for like those upgrades. You never need them. But it's a multiplayer game. All of us can play on it online together, and it's basically your cars, but it's like soccer. So you're using the cars to hit this ball into the other opponent's goal, and it gets pretty heated, dude.
Yeah, Zavon and Gerald and I usually play.
Yeah, I haven't played in years, but that's one of the games.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right. So, we talked about AI and all this stuff. Check this out. I don't have anything new about AI. Remember,
Are we back? Is this the Roblox portion?
Yep, going back to the Roblox. Okay. But prefacing it, you know how we always kind of like share an AI article and like it's crazy advancement? Here's a side thing. If you think about it, this is something crazy that might tie to AI sooner than later. So just recently, Roblox partnered up with Walmart. And so, Dustin, you probably don't understand this, but like Tyler, you played Roblox like I have. And so you know that there's certain games of Roblox where it's like The Sims, right? Like The Sims. And so, but for kids, imagine The Sims, but for kids. Well, there's creepy adults who play it too. I play it, but I play with my nieces. So don't get me twisted. But anyways, Walmart just partnered with Roblox. And so in one of their Sims-like game, there's a Walmart store that you can go into in the game. And inside the game is is products that you'll find in actual Walmart stores that you can select in the game, and it will take you to Walmart's actual website. So you can basically order something from a Roblox game with real money for a real item, and it gets shipped to your house. Think about that for a second.
So it's just augmented reality at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, can you imagine combining that with the power of AI and Meta taking over, I guess, with the Oculus or what's that called?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but
what is that called? Virtual reality? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, VR headset.
VR. Yeah.
Is it VR or AR?
Yeah, I feel like there's another name.
Or no. I guess they're doing virtual reality. Like you're not going
it's
anywhere
VR.
with them. But,
it's VR.
Okay.
But Meta's coming out with like the sunglasses that it's like augmented reality. It's like your phone is in and like shows you things and
VR is all virtual reality, whereas the augmented the Apple Pro Visions or whatever.
Yeah, okay. But yeah,
blends into reality.
I want that to be so cool,
right?
And affordable. Same. Like I just want to be able to like use my eyes to like just keep moving and
just put it in my glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You guys see what I'm hinting at though? Like first you had metaverse, right? Metaverse. That's what Meta was trying to do. The metaverse. You know how they're trying to make things more virtual reality, right? But then it kind of dumped. Then you got AI. Can you imagine combining all that? And then now this might be a start of something to come, man. We might all be just fat slabs of flesh sitting in a tub, never moving again, but just living through metaverse. VR.
You just described WALL-E.
Did I? I haven't seen WALL-E, to be honest. Oh no, I have seen WALL-E.
I feel right now.
Yeah, I have seen WALL-E. You're right. I've seen WALL-E. Yeah,
That's basically what you just described. I feel like it's WALL-E.
Hey,
and then the AI becomes aware and tries not to let people get better. It's
keeps you in space, not to return home.
And you're fat,
and your bone structure is weakened.
Yeah. Well, last article before we wrap it up tonight. We always got to end in Tyler's hometown of Japan. This is a cool stat I found. Japan, I might butcher it. Tyler should correct me. Kansai Airport. Kansai.
Mm-hmm.
One of their major airports in Osaka.
I like how confident you are with Osaka.
Yes, I am confident.
Yeah.
I've never heard the other name before. I've said and heard Osaka many times. They are currently in a 30-year long perfect record. Since 1994, they are the only airport in the entire world that has not lost a single piece of luggage from customers. Not one.
That is quite impressive.
Yeah, like so 0 for 30 years. And this seems like a low number to me. No, this is pretty high. But on average, airports around the world lose, for every 1,000 passengers, they lose about 8 bags. I think that's about reasonable.
A year?
Yeah, a year.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
for every 1,000 passengers.
Yeah.
They lose about 8 bags. And for 30 years, this Japan airport
big still. Anyways.
Yeah. But for 30 years, your home country, your countrymen and women have done an amazing job. And apparently they're trying to keep this up. A lot of people are keeping an eye on them for next year because the World Expo is being hosted in Japan next year. And so a lot of people, tourists and everyone's going to be coming from out of town. They're hoping to keep their record pristine, even with more people coming to the country. So, yeah. I know you lost Ohtani's interpreter, but you at least got this winning stat.
He took such a bad fall, bro.
He did. Dude, there is no way Ohtani. Yeah, he's just the picturesque, goody good boy, goody good two shoes type guy. So someone had to take the fall.
It makes me wonder though, like that goody two shoe appearance, like what happens behind the closed doors.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you think he like takes him to like a dark room, like made him pay?
What, like Yakuza?
Yeah. Like I wasn't quite thinking like that, but now
to be honest,
yeah,
I knew where you were going, especially since we originally talked about Trump's popcorn bucket. I kind of figured where you were going with it.
I wasn't even going that direction.
No, not even that.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
okay.
I was thinking,
I don't know where
I
you're
was
going.
like you've been stealing from me. Like he's got to lose a finger, right? Isn't that the rules? Like something's got to go.
Well, that's the Yakuza. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you on that, but at the same time, I think he's done enough to take the fall. Now, if he came out and was like, "Hey, I'm just doing this as a cover up. Ohtani is actually the guy who's doing it." Yes, back room, finger off, or maybe tongue slice. I don't know. But I think he is fine right now because he took the entire blame.
Wow.
That Ohtani, yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, with how much money Ohtani makes, I guarantee you this guy's gonna be in prison for like, or his interpreter is gonna be in prison for like what, 10 some years, right? But his family is getting paid. Ohtani is like, hey, you're doing this to
wait a minute. What did I miss?
What?
Remember? You don't remember?
I know that he like the guy was stealing from him. But what
stealing from him, but not just stealing money from him. He was doing like sports betting, which is
Oh.
Yeah, so not just taking the money, but also betting.
Oh.
Yeah. And
not that his, $400,000 salary a year was enough. He blew through that, and this is where we got to the point of him.
Right, and so now does that make sense, Dustin? If Ohtani was to take the blame, it's illegal for an athlete to bet, so he would basically get kicked out of the league.
Well, yeah, if it wasn't him doing it.
Yeah, did you hear the latest too?
No, what happened?
That he was
the latest I heard is that they found the interpreter guilty. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I mean he pleaded guilty, but he had wired. They found out that he had wired some of Shohei's money to the one of the Real Housewives.
What
people?
Which Housewives? I actually watch Housewives with my wife.
Oh, who did he send it to?
Shut up, Dustin. I enjoy it.
But
which
no,
Housewives?
it's all right. It's all right.
Oh God, who was it?
Did you no? Give me the city. I'll know the episode.
Now I need to.
You know all.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Orange County.
Oh, that's the only one I haven't watched yet. The only one in California I watch is the LA one.
Bro, you can't just claim you've watched them all and then I say
Seriously.
Orange County.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a fake. Sorry.
Jeez.
Well, does that mean I get my man card back?
You're married. I never took it away from you. She's still. Yeah. That's never getting out of her.
Yeah,
hands.
you're right.
Yeah.
But the OC, no, I haven't watched that one. Whoa. So wait. What is this? He's like in cahoots with a housewife, or he's like dating a housewife?
No. He sent it to one of the. I think it was like the person he said was sending it. I think it was one of the guys. It was he was like part of his bookie. You know what I mean? He works with the bookie.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Ipe pled guilty, so I don't know.
Like I said, now
transferred
that Dustin gets
17 million. Oof.
Damn.
Now that Dustin gets it, because apparently he missed a critical piece of information. Like I said, I don't think he's gonna get in the back room with a Yakuza member getting tortured, because I think by him owning up to the guilt and keeping Ohtani free and clear, that's enough punishment. And like I said before, now that Dustin understands it, Ohtani is probably rewarding his family by paying his family money under the table thanks for taking the fall for me.
Well,
I don't know, man. You can't trust those Japanese.
The plea agreement says that Ipe will be required to pay a full restitution of the 17 million he stole from Ohtani.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, you're just never paying that back. Like, I mean, that's a fake judgment. You know, like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Ohtani will probably be in tears in the next media news day saying, yeah, I need that money back. But then, deep down, he's like, that's my money anyways. I'm going to waive that because he did it for me. he all says that he's thinking that
joke, or is that what everybody thinks? Is that
No, that's more of a joke. Everyone is just like, yeah, Ohtani, he's such a goody two shoes. He can't be doing this. So they're just like, yeah, just brush it under the rug unless new evidence come out.
Yeah, I'm just looking through these things. In September of 2023, Ipe told Ohtani he needed $60,000 for dental work, which Ohtani arranged to give him via a check drawn from the business account. However, he pocketed the money and instead used Ohtani's debit card to pay for the $60,000 dental bill. Jesus, this is ridiculous.
Ohtani's a grown-ass man, right?
But I'm also saying I'm speaking from experience. Japanese people got some fucked up teeth. I'll be completely honest with you. There's a lot of us that have great teeth, but there is a lot of. I mean, you could say the same thing for a lot of Asian countries. Like, dental is just not at the top of the list. You know what I mean? So that's somewhat believable.
Yeah,
$60,000 for dental work. That's a lot of fucking.
Yeah. No.
That's
don't
like
get
a
me wrong.
complete redo of your whole.
Yeah.
That's your entire.
I'm not questioning the $60K for dental work. I agree that is costs of work for dental work.
Yeah,
I'm just more of like, come on now, like, all right. Imagine you're a multimillionaire athlete, right? Or just a multimillionaire, right? And you have someone working for you, let's say secretary, interpreter, whatever. And dental work is the best you can come up with, like, as an excuse, like, give me extra money, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It is weird though, because I mean, like, I don't know how much you pay attention to Ohtani, but like he's a pretty like humble person for being like for having that much money. You know what I mean?
He doesn't speak English in interviews, right? If I remember.
He doesn't, but he knows how to. I mean, he can speak English. Well, no, because after
hear me out real quick.
The funny thing is, after he fired him and got a new interpreter, like one of the first one of the first interviews he did was in full English, and people were like, "What the fuck is it? Why do you even need an interpreter?"
Hear me out. Hear me out.
He just
I'm playing devil's
doesn't want to be
advocate.
talked to.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's most people can probably understand and speak it, but they're just like,
I can afford not to be talked to by people.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Same.
He is I've read somewhere recently. It's in a book that I read about like negotiations or something like that. Great book, by the way. It's more about business. It's less about business negotiations, but more about like, you know, how to talk better, right? Or how to negotiate with like things in life, right? Anyways, one of the stories that they highlighted is about slowing things down, right? When you're talking, like, you know, if you're in a conversation with someone, whether it's heated or not, and you're trying to calm the situation down, you also have to calm down your talking, right? And one example they use is the Japanese are very good at this, especially when they're in like a high stake business negotiation. You know, like let's say a Japanese conglomerate and they're trying to partner up with an American conglomerate, right? The Japanese, like the CEO, he would always have an interpreter interpret for him, and he would only talk through the interpreter. However, note that CEO is fluent in English. However, it slows down the conversation if you have to go through interpreter. So then it allows him to think more. But anyways, with that preface in mind, I think Ohtani is hiding something, and he's hiding behind a literal interpreter to save face. Dude, he's probably like he probably acting humble, right? That's what I'm getting at. So like he looks like he's humble because he's talking through an interpreter, but then in his head he's like, fuck these, you know, these these journalists. You know, you look ugly asking me a question, you know, like in his head, just talking shit about these journalists. What did you think about your opponent today who hit a home run? Fuck that guy. That's what he's thinking. But then through the interpreter, he's like, yes, he's a very inspirational player. He deserved that win. He's Japanese, man. We can't Two-Face.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. But again, like I said, you lost Ohtani's interpreter as a nation, but you won as an airport in Osaka. Let's leave on a high note. 30
I was gonna
years.
say, yeah, there's a few bad apples in the Japanese culture. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It is funny though, because like Ohtani, like he does live a very like minimalist lifestyle for how much money he has.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is, I mean, kind of this thing in Japan is minimalism.
Yeah. So. I mean, you guys as a nation have a lot to celebrate as well. Like your very, very highly esteemed samurai, Tom Cruise.
Did see that documentary. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Historically accurate.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, Imperial Japan was like, they were doing things. They were making waves.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, there's bound to be. Nah, I don't know. I'm not going to go into the history.
Sometimes it's our fault. Sometimes it's their fault. Germany right now is like, we get to be the good guys. Like, it's our turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty exciting. Must be very exciting for the Germans to be like on the right team. Must feel good.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's all the time we got tonight. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up? Say goodnight.
No,
you've had a lot to say about my people and Tyler's people tonight. So I think that I think we're over it.
Yeah, I think
what you've done. I remember I was supposed to brighten you up and then you went down.
Yeah. But hey, this is why we need the big three together every week. Mm-hmm. We bring this dynamic.
Well, that's why I bring the amalgamation of the cups.
Yeah, yeah. You bring the Drake to those cups.
I do.
Yeah, I know you definitely get that reference. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys.
No, thank you.
Like every stereotypical CEO in the world says, I'm gonna give you guys back a couple minutes of your time. I hate that shit,
so
dude.
funny. Oh,
I know.
my boss does that, and he does it because like it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just gonna give you guys 3 minutes back of your time. You know,
I've never had a boss do that in my lifetime, but I've seen so many like memes about it. It's so funny.
I do it all the time. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
it's so when you
I usually say it because I schedule meetings and I'm like, all right, we good? We good? Cool. I'm giving you 45 minutes back of your day. Go.
Yeah.
Do with it what you want. You can work, or you can just say that you were still in the meeting and do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
That's a good ass time though.
Just go ahead. That's 45 minutes is a lot of time. Go do whatever you need to do.
That is a good amount of time.
Yeah, I don't go for I'm going to give you 3 minutes back of your.
I'm going to give you 3 minutes back of your time.
I'm good. No, I'm just going to be like, I'm ending this meeting 3 minutes early. Go.
Yeah, like 3 minutes is not enough time for me to cry, dry my tears, and then go into the next meeting in 3 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
Not that has ever happened to me. Yeah. Anyways, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. As we're signing off, and Dustin, welcome back. Congrats on getting your paper through on your the new kids grading scale of
I don't think it's gonna be like that, but yeah.
Well, you know, in your class, your grading scale of an A is probably 30 to 100%.
That's right. Yeah.
So keep talking with each other, keep thinking together, and keep growing with each other, and we'll see y'all next time.